I need you to run a property search. Ikaro Cross River, Waterfront Road, End Compound. I want the full ownership for the last 10 years. Current occupant, and anything connected to a business called Okafor Cold Room. Yes. Tonight, if possible. I know what time it is. Do it anyway.
It washed the blood, but it no dry the dead.
I'm going to find out who is behind that gate, Ikenna.
I know they sleep, I know fit explain. Something they follow inside the rain. The rain remembers what we try forget. It washed the blood, but it no dry the dead.
Come in. My contact sent this overnight. Emeka Okafor. You know it? Baba Jerome pointed me toward the Okafor cold room yesterday. He said the compound at the end of the water road was theirs. He wouldn't name the person who ran the operation. I think Emeka Okafor is still in Ikaro. Why? Because someone is watching my shop closely. Someone sent Lerato threatening texts from a number they thought couldn't be traced. That takes proximity. That takes someone who is here and watching in real time. If Emeka Okafor had left Ikaro completely, he wouldn't need to watch me. Your mind works quickly. I've been fixing broken things since I was 12. You learn to follow the damage back to the source. It's the same process. Your father said that once. Tonight, when Lerato speaks, whatever she gives us, I want to be able to move quickly after. If she names someone we can act on immediately, I want to act, not wait. I called in a contact the state CID last night. Someone I've worked with before. He's not active yet. I haven't given him a name to run, but he's standing by. Good. When Lerato speaks tonight, some of what she says may unlock things in you that are not comfortable. You've been reaching for the memory of that night in fragments. When someone who was there describes it in full, sometimes it might be overwhelming. I know, I'm prepared. Are you? No. But being prepared and being ready are different things. I'm not ready, but I'm prepared to not be ready. That's your mother talking. Yes, I think it probably is.
Ikaro they talk, but nobody they hear.
3 days for what? To fix what? Is it a mansion you're building?
Mama Dike, the manifold.
Don't mention manifold to me. I don't know manifold.
The manifold is the part. Manifold manages the exhaust. When it cracks, the engine sounds like an angry spirit. Your diagnosis was correct. The repair takes 3 days.
Can it not be done in 2 days?
2 days.
Or 1.5?
2 days.
Then 2 days.
How long were you standing there?
Since the manifold speech.
It was a good speech.
It was magnificent. I spoke to someone last night.
Who?
Someone who has been here longer than me and knows more about that night than almost anyone still in Ikaro. She said what is happening now was always going to happen. Tell Cross to stop standing at the edge of this and come inside it properly.
She said my name.
She knows you were there that evening.
I was 12 meters from the walkway.
I know.
I was coming back from a late job. Old man Fefebi's generator. His compound is on the waterfront road. I saw something being carried. I thought it was fishing equipment, something wrapped.
But you knew?
I didn't want to know. I saw Tamewin on the walkway. He was still standing barely. He was looking at the gate of the compound. Someone came out of the dark. I couldn't see who. I heard a sound, like something hitting something.
And then?
And then Tamewin was on the ground. And the compound gate was closed, and I ran. I went and I checked that he was breathing. He was breathing. I left him there. I went home. And in the morning, Mama Ure found him in the shop. And
You've been living next door to your guilt for 3 years.
I fix his shutters. I make sure no water gets under his door in the rainy season. I'm the first one to his shop in the morning and the last one to leave his street at night.
You've been protecting him.
It's not enough. It was never going to be enough.
But what is enough is telling what you saw to Tamewin and his uncle.
His uncle.
Nkachi Obasi is Tamewin's father's younger brother.
The Lagos man knew who he was walking into when he came here.
Yes.
Tonight,
Tonight.
Lerato is speaking tonight.
I know. You should speak too.
You know who you are to him. You've decided to stop hiding it.
Yes. How long have you known he was here? About 2 years.
Confirming it took time. I should have come sooner.
Yes, you should have.
I know.
He turned out well. Consider.
Yes, he did.
He's careful, precise. He fixes things for free when he thinks people can't afford it and charges full price to people who can. And he thinks no one notices the pattern.
Does he know people notice?
He would die before admitting it.
Tonight, when you speak, take all the time you need. Nobody is rushing you through this.
I've been practicing it in my head for 3 years. Every possible order. The part I always rush. I know it like a speech.
Then tonight you give the speech.
I'm afraid of what happens after.
To you specifically.
To everyone. Once something like this is said, it cannot be unsaid. It becomes...
Evidence.
I was going to say real, but yes.
What you saw, what you know, has been real for 3 years. You've been carrying the reality of it alone. Tonight you just stop carrying it alone.
Are you this good at your job with everyone? Or is it because you're his uncle and therefore you need me to speak?
Both, simultaneously. I find they don't conflict.
8 o'clock. My room is above the Adenike provision store on the secondary road, Green Gate.
I know where it is.
Of course you do.
Thank you.
Don't thank me yet.
Old radios, they whisper my name. Voices fucking, they call me again. I know they sleep, I know fit explain. Something they follow inside the rain. The rain remembers what we try forget. It washed the blood but it no dry the dead. It got all the dog but nobody did yet. Somebody did walk from inside the floor. I sell my smile for the day to survive. But something for me when no still they alive. Letter for her, but I don't know the truth. Every step I take, they follow my youth.
Tonight, Ikenna, someone is going to say what she saw, and I'm going to listen. And I'm going to stay in the room when it's hard to stay in the room. Because you deserve someone who stays in the room.
If you see her, no look out twice. Some things no suppose enter your eyes. Do you remember?
You're nervous.
I'm not nervous.
Your left hand is still.
That is what still hands look like.
Your hands are never still when you're comfortable. You're always touching something, turning something over. Right now, your hands are flat on your knees, and that means you're telling them to behave.
I'm nervous.
I know.
Take your time.
I came to Ikaro for the first time 3 years ago. The rainy season was finishing. I came from Calabar. I had been in Calabar for 6 months trying to be in a city without being seen in it, which is something you can do in Calabar if you work at it. Before Calabar, I was in Lagos, but Lagos had become complicated. I had a situation there involving someone and whom I had finally finished with. And I needed to be somewhere smaller and further and where that person would not think to look. That's background. It matters because it explains why I was the kind of person who notices when something is wrong and decides not to get involved. I had learned very thoroughly the lesson of staying away from things that are not your problem. I arrived in Ikaro on a Thursday. I found the room here, above Adenike's store, the same week. I started the stand. I was learning the market, learning where to buy fish cheapest, where to get quality plantain, which supplier was honest. One of the fish suppliers I found was a boat at the waterfront. An older fisherman, Baba Kelechi, most people know him. He would sell directly from the boat at a discount if you came before he brought the catch to the main market. I had started doing this 2 or 3 times a week, coming to the waterfront inlet at around 6:30 before dark fully fell. That Friday,
I was there at around 6:15. The rain had started, not heavy, the light rain that came almost every evening then. I was at the far end of the walkway near where Baba Kelechi usually docked. I heard the gate of the Okafor compound open. I turned around, not because it was unusual, the compound operated late sometimes. I turned because the sound was fast, like it was opened quickly and then someone was moving quickly. A man came out of the gate. He was big, not tall specifically, but built wide. The kind of wide that means physical work over many years. He was wearing dark clothing. He was carrying something. He was carrying a child. The child was not moving. Not in the way sleeping children don't move, which I had thought for 1 second, one instinctive second, before my body understood what I was actually seeing. The child's arms were hanging wrong. His head was at an angle. But I could see, I was close enough to see his eyes. His eyes were open, blinking.
He was alive.
His eyes were open. He was blinking. He was alive. The man was moving fast, toward the far end of the compound wall, toward the side road, not toward me. He hadn't seen me. I was in shadow near the dock and he was focused on moving quickly. The child's head turned, just slightly. A small boy, maybe 8 or 9, round face. Dark. There was a tear in his collar.
I remember the collar.
You remember the collar. I remember it very clearly. And then his eyes found me, over the man's shoulder. He saw me. We looked at each other for 3 seconds, maybe 4. And then the man turned the corner of the compound wall and they were gone.
The man's face, did you see it?
Yes.
Clearly?
There was a lamp on the compound wall. It was lit. When he came out of the gate, he was directly under it for 2-3 seconds. Yes, clearly.
Name?
Emeka Okafor.
You knew him before that night?
I had seen him. He was known on the market street. His cold room business bought fish directly from the boats, and he and his people were on the waterfront regularly. I knew his face.
After the man and the child went around the corner,
I stood there for a long time. I didn't know what to do. I told myself, this is not my business. I have just arrived in this town. I don't know these people. Maybe the child was hurt and was being helped. Maybe I told myself all the things you tell yourself when you have made up your mind not to know something. Then I heard something on the walkway, behind me. I turned. There was a man on the walkway, standing near the far railing. He was swaying, not drunk, swaying the way injured people sway when they are trying to stay upright through something. He was looking at the corner where the other man had gone with the child, just looking at it. I called out. I asked if he was all right. He didn't respond. He turned toward my voice and I could see his face, and it was the kind of face that is trying to hold itself together through something catastrophic. And then his legs went and he hit the walkway railing and then the boards. I went to him. I knelt beside him. He was breathing. There was blood at the back of his head. Not a lot, but enough. Someone had hit him. I couldn't move him alone. He was too heavy and I didn't have a phone signal at the waterfront then. And then the woman came.
Which woman?
She came from the direction of the main road. On foot. She was 50-something, well dressed for that time of night. Not formally, but the quality of him was very good. Lagos accent. She moved like someone who was in a hurry.
Had you seen her before?
No, never, not anywhere.
What did she do?
She came directly to where I was kneeling beside the man on the walkway. She didn't seem surprised to find him there. She crouched beside him, checked his pulse, looked at the back of his head. Then she stood. She said, "I know what you saw. I need you to understand something quickly. The child is going somewhere he will be safe. I know that sounds like something wrong people say, but I need you to trust me. The man who took him will not harm. There are things happening here tonight that are larger than what you can see from where you are standing."
She said the child would be safe.
Those were her exact words. I have
Asked myself every day for
3 years whether she was lying.
What did you believe?
I don't know. I believed she wasn't lying in the moment. She was too specific, too calm. She wasn't performing calm. It was operational. The calm of someone managing something. But that doesn't mean she was right. That doesn't mean she said was true.
What else did she say?
She told me to go home. She said she would take care of the man on the walkway, make sure he was found. She said, the wisest thing you can do tonight is become someone who arrived in this town and saw nothing. She said it wasn't a threat. She said it was information about what was possible for me.
And what did you do?
I went home. I packed my things. I left Ikaro the next morning. I was in Calabar for 3 months. And then I came back.
Why?
Because I couldn't unknow what I knew. Because the child's eyes were still looking at me over the man's shoulder every time I closed mine. Because I told myself if I am here, near the place it happened, I am at least not running from it. I am adjacent to it. I know how that sounds.
It sounds like someone who couldn't leave a thing alone even when leaving was safer.
Yes, that's exactly what it sounds like.
The woman, after that night, did you see her again?
Not in person. She called me. 3 weeks later, a number I didn't have in my phone, she had somehow gotten mine. She said, I know you came back. I know where you are. I need you to stay quiet. I will keep you informed when there is something to tell you. She said, the situation is being handled.
Those were her words.
Yes.
Did she tell you her name?
No. I asked. She said it didn't matter what her name was. She said what mattered was that we both wanted the same outcome and the only disagreement was method.
And you accepted that?
I was 26 years old. I was alone in a small town. I was already hiding from someone in Lagos. And a woman I didn't know had just told me the situation is being handled. What was the alternative? Go to the police with what I saw and describe a man the whole town knew and a woman I couldn't identify? In a town where the police had already filed the drowning as accidental?
So you stayed quiet?
So I stayed quiet.
And she has been calling you ever since?
Yes. Not frequently. Every few months. Sometimes longer. Checking that I am still here.
And she has never told you what is happening to the child?
No. She says the child is safe. Every time I ask, she says the child is safe, but she has never said more than that.
She told you the child was safe. She told you the man who took him would not harm him. And for 3 years she has kept saying he is safe. But she has never said he is home. She has never said he is with his family. She has never said, go, it's resolved, he's back. She kept you here, in this town, quiet. And she kept him wherever he is, and she never resolved it.
No, she never resolved it.
Which means Ikenna is somewhere, right now, alive. And this woman has known where for 3 years. Tamewin, she said the child would be safe. She said it as a present fact, not a promise. She arranged the shop for me. She rented it in advance. She has been sending you photographs for 2 years. She arranged this, all of it. She put me here where the memory could find me. She pointed you toward me. She kept Lerato here in this town, close to the place it happened. She has been engineering this. Us, here, this conversation tonight. She knows where Ikenna is. And she is waiting for us to find him ourselves. Because she can't say it. Because saying it puts her in the path of something she cannot be in the path of. The text to Lerato, stop talking to the radio boy. Don't help him remember. Those didn't come from this woman. No. Those came from someone who is afraid of him remembering.
The Oka force.
Yes, 2 forces. One pushing you toward the memory, one pushing you away from it.
And we are in the middle.
The number.
The text she sent me, can you trace it?
I need your phone. Yes. Tonight after this, I need you to write down exactly what you just said. All of it, the logic of it. I'll compare it with what my contact finds on the property and the number. You've been carrying this alone for 3 years.
Yes.
What you did tonight took courage.
It took running out of reasons not to.
Those are the same thing in the end. Are you all right?
No.
No, but
I'm going to keep going.
your mother named you Tamewin because she said the name meant the one who holds. Every family needs one person who holds when everything else is coming apart. I used to think she was being poetic. I don't think that anymore.
You're going back to the shop.
Yes.
What we try forget.
Come back tomorrow.
I'll be here.
It washed the blood, but it no dry. He carried the talk, but nobody they hear. Somebody they watch from inside the fear.
I don't know if this will reach you. Someone said it would. Someone came and said I could record something and they would try to get it to you. I don't know if they are telling the truth, but I'm recording this in case they are. My name is Ikenna. I'm okay, I'm not hurt. I want you to know I'm not hurt. The place I am in, I've been here a long time. I don't know exactly where it is. There's water nearby. I can hear water when it's quiet. The walls they're solid. The room has a light that works most of the time. I think about you every day. I think about you and I talk to you in my head when it's quiet. I say the things I would say if you were here. I say your name so I don't forget how it feels to say it. I'm gonna be 12 soon, I think. I've been counting, but I lose count sometimes. I think I'm almost 12. Tell Nkachi uncle I'm sorry I never said goodbye properly when he left that time. Tell him I still remember. He promised to take me to Lagos when I turned 10, and I'm still waiting for that promise. Tell him to hurry up. Tamewin, please come.
Do they remember?